All right, it's Sunday, January 28th. Welcome to Bitcoin Arcade. My name's Devin.
My name's Johnny.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Johnny? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Feeling good.
Feeling good. What's the old Bitcoin doing this week? Give us a rundown.
This week, the Weiss ratings came out.
Ooh, the Weiss ratings. Excellent.
Bitcoin actually scored a C+. It's really interesting. I mean, whoa, yeah, seems kind of bad. But I mean, if you think about it, none of the cryptocurrencies actually scored an A. Bitcoin, as you know, got the C+. Bitcoin Cash got a C-.
Ooh, C-.
And then Ethereum B, surprisingly. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, well, looking good for Ethereum on the B.
Mm-hmm. And then Litecoin got a C+.
Ooh, bummer for Litecoin.
Other notable coins that were rated high were Steam.
Yeah, Steam went up a lot that day as soon as the ratings came out. It definitely had a positive effect on the coins that got the higher B
There's
ratings.
A lot of activity.
Yeah, so
tons of volume.
Steam, who else?
Steam, EOS.
Oh, no?
And then Cardano. So EOS got a B, Cardano got a B-. And then Neo got a B- as well. And
awesome.
Then I think that's all I got.
That's crazy, yeah, and those Weiss ratings definitely had an effect, I don't know, that day. I don't know if did you think it carried on through the week at all?
It affected it that day, I'd say for sure, but I'd say the rest of the market really didn't care after that. Probably a lot of emotional traders were trading that day, seeing those numbers. I mean, I could see that.
Oh man, I got to get some Steam because Steam went through the roof that day.
Yeah, and it's relatively cheap. It's still cheap. I mean, you totally can get in on it. But for the forecast for Bitcoin, I'd see it going up. It's still looking bullish in the long term. Right now, it's still a little bearish in the short and midterm. But I'd say in time, we'll start seeing Bitcoin at maybe 13, 15K here.
Hopefully, we're going to 15K. And I'm going to buy some Steam because I don't know about you, but my shirt's a little wrinkly.
Jesus. Welcome to our nerd thing.
Hey, what's up? I'm Zach.
I'm Jordan. Zach, talk about a thing.
The thing I want to talk about is a thing called crypto zombies.
What's crypto zombies?
Before I tell you what crypto zombies are, I must tell you about crypto kitties. Have you heard of those? Did you hear about the crypto kitty thing?
Yeah, no. Tell us about it.
Crypto kitties is, if you could imagine Beanie Babies mixed with Pokemon, mixed with Ethereum. That's basically what crypto kitties is.
It's kind of crypto kitties.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear a word you just said. It's a game that you play, and the more of these things you acquire, the more actual money they're worth? Or is there a value to each thing?
Yes, each thing can breed, Generation 0 can breed faster than the Generation 1. So if you have a Generation 0, you can make more kitties that you can then give to other people that will give you Ethereum for it. That's kind of like how it goes.
So could you compare it to CSGO and the weapon skins? You can trade them.
Oh,
so in theory,
yes,
what has
just
happened
like that,
is there's a real dollar value on these skins. Is that the same thing with...
Exactly, yes. And it's basically just some code in the Ethereum blockchain, and that's what you're buying. But it relates to the genetic code of a certain kitty.
Wow, that's actually really interesting.
Yeah. And so Crypto Zombies is a tutorial that someone built online if you want to nerd out a little bit further and learn how the crypto kitty contract was written and how you can write your own.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Zach. Later.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, kids, we got a new piece of technology for you. It's the altcoin of the week, and this week we're doing Raiblocks, the XRB. And it is a very, very interesting altcoin, Johnny. Their motto is, do one thing and do it well.
I like that.
And I do. I like that a lot. And I think the one thing that they're talking about is effective, fast, low-cost transactions, because that is what they are boasting. It's got a market cap of $2.3 billion, and there's a supply of 133 million. It's got really high transaction speeds, and the reason that is because it's running on this tech they call block lattice.
What is block lattice?
So block lattice works a little differently than your blockchain does. So basically what it does is it makes it so the transactions and the uploads on the account are checked by both users.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
So, and that's really cool because that makes it almost free. And then the other thing it does is give it infinite scalability. So it doesn't matter if you're doing like one transaction that's really small with one other person, or a bigger transaction that's with someone else, or if you're doing multiple transactions with other people. It doesn't matter how big those are. It still just happens at the same speed.
Wow.
No matter what.
That's amazing. I mean, Bitcoin could take up to like 30
half
minutes.
an hour,
Yeah,
a half an hour
totally.
at this point. So you got to think that the XRB is way ahead of the game. Johnny, tell us what exchange can you get in to the XRB on right now? How do you get into it?
Right now, you can purchase XRB on BitGrail, Mercatox, KuCoin.
KuCoin.
Yeah, KuCoin's probably the major one right now, and I think probably the most reputable out of the three I just mentioned there. And I think that's I think there's only three.
Yeah,
Not many. It's a rare coin.
It's a really interesting coin, and I think you should probably get on it before it jumps onto Binance.
Yeah, Binance announced maybe at the beginning of the month that they're going to be listing Raiblocks, and I think it's gonna be really well, for the coin.
Yeah, I think it's going to do great, and it should be interesting to see if it kind of just blows the competition out of the water. It's doing a lot of fascinating things. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of this episode of Bitcoin Arcade. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Hey, chilling and thrilling, baby. Thanks for watching Bitcoin Arcade. See you next week.
Later.